Hello there guys and welcome back to the FIFA 21 Career Mode with PSG, and today we've got episode 20 of the Career Mode, and in today's episode we will have the January transfer window and also we're finding out who we're facing in the round of 16 in the Champions League. In the last episode then we beat Borussia Mönchengladbach in our final game in the group stage. You can see now we have topped the group with 5 wins and only 1 loss, and the 1 loss was at home to Lazio where they beat us 2-1. To start things off in today's episode, we are top of the League 1. You can see we've got 12 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses on 38 points. We was also talking in the last episode about possibly selling Wilfried Zaha in the January transfer window just because he hasn't really hit the ground running for us, and so possibly in today's episode we might list him for sale and see if any clubs do come in for him. Coming up then in today's episode with some important games in the league. We want to make sure we stay top of the table. You can see at the moment we've got a bit of a fitness problem going on at the squad, so you have to rotate the side. I also think the French Cup is about to start in mid-January, so I think we will be playing that in today's episode. We also will be finding out who we're facing next in the Champions League knockout stages. So you guys do enjoy today's episode, please go down below, hit the like button on the video. We can hit above 100 likes guys, that would be amazing, so please go down below and hit the like button. Also guys, the majority of you watching this video right now aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you do enjoy today's video and you're not subscribed, go down below, hit the subscribe button and also the little bells to be notified of when these videos go live onto YouTube. So let's get into some of your guys' comments then from the previous episode guys, and don't forget, you want to get your comments featured, leave them down below in the comment section. I'll be sure to pick out 3 for the next episode. But the first one here then coming from Movies for All, saying I think Marco Asensio would be a good replacement for Zaha. He can play on both wings, and that's not a bad shout at all. Like I say, in the last episode we did mention how we might just replace Zaha coming into this January transfer window, and you can see there Asensio can play left wing and right wing, only 25, 84 overall, currently valued at 53 million euros, and the assistant manager there does recommend anywhere between 52.9 and 69.1 for him. Into the second comment here then, which does come from 24 Sai, saying put Neymar in a free roam instruction. And yeah, I've been having problems with Neymar in the cam position. Now, I thought it would be a good place, you know, to put him there, and he has been, don't get me wrong. But as you've seen in the last episode, Savic did perform better in that cam position than Neymar has for me. So we've been putting Neymar out on the left-hand side. But just maybe, if we keep Neymar at the cam position, but put him on the free roam, it will obviously free roam around to the left mid, to the right mid, or even up to striker if we need him to. And that is exactly what we want. So we're going to go ahead and make the change. So let's get into the final comment then for today's episode, which does come from Billy, saying, have you thought about swapping Zaha for Sadio Mane? Please, I think he's very talented and has good potential. Now, like I said, I would love to have this guy in the team. Only 29, 90 overall, but the problem is with players like him, Eden Hazard, even Jadon Sancho, Ronaldo, they just won't join the team simply because of the league. And just say, you know, it's not competitive enough for them. So like I say, I wish I could sign him, but unfortunately, he just won't join the team. So before we do get into the games then in today's episode, I want to quickly show you guys the shortlist we currently have for this January transfer window. So like I said, the main players and the big time players just won't join the team just because, you know, the league and stuff like that. Whereas I've noticed players from Syria or players like Asensio that aren't playing regularly for Real Madrid probably will join the team. Like I say, I haven't checked Asensio. You can't exactly check until you go ahead and approach the buy. But these 3 players are the players that we currently have. So Thuram, like I said, we just played against in the Champions League, a great player. Even though he's 81 overall, he's 6'4", would help with some headers, and he is right-footed as well. And he is French as well, which isn't bad. We got Leon Bailey next, 82 overall, can play left mid and left wing, 4-star skill moves, high attacking work rate, low defensive work rate, comes with 4 traits already as well. And the only problem I would say, he is left-footed, but possibly we could train him to be right-footed or even increase his, you know, weak foot just by 1 more anyway. And then into the last player, like I say, Asensio, I've added him, can play left wing and right wing, only 25, 84 overall, the highest overall player we have on the shortlist. And he is left-footed again. Like I said, a little bit of a problem, only having 3-star weak foot, but again, we could possibly train him. And he does only come with 1 trait. So let's get into the first game of today's episode against Lens. We are going to simulate this one. We are at home as well. I've had to pretty much rotate the whole side. And in fact, I think I'm going to rotate Marquinhos there just before we get into this game. Get Kira a game in there as well. It's gone up to 80 overall now as well. So let's go ahead and sim this one. Like I said, I'm a little bit worried because the team isn't as strong as it normally would be. But we do have some key players in there as well. Mbappe, Savic, you know, the goalkeeper as well. Pereira on that right back position. So let's go ahead and sim. Come on, we should get the win. And we do get the win. The 3-0 win to start off today's episode. Neymar with a goal. He obviously got subbed on there for Dele Alli in that cam position. Mbappe scoring twice, and there we go, 3-0 and the 3 points. So after that first game, then we are still first in the league now on 41 points, still 5 points ahead of second place, which is Lyon on 36. Monaco starting to work their way up the board now as well in third place. But Rennes, who last season I think came in third place, find himself in 7th on 31 points. So you guys already know Mbappe is the top goal scorer for the club and the top assister. But I want you guys to see who the other players are and how far behind Mbappe they actually are. So you take a look at Mbappe, 32 goals this season already. I can't believe that number's so high. And you can see that on 10 assists as well. He is the top assister. But you see Neymar's behind him, only 1 assist behind him, and then Savic on 5 and Dembele on 4. Like I say, in terms of goals, Mbappe on 32. I don't even remember scoring 32 goals with him. I know some of them have come in simmed games, but 32, look at the jump there between Mbappe and Neymar. So let's get into our next game then of the episode, away from home for this one. Another game in the league. Like I say, pretty much the main starting 11 has come out. I put ZAHA on the bench, I put Neres on that left hand side, just because I want Neres to get some game time if we are going to sell ZAHA, and also bring Verratti back into the side who sat last game out as well. So let's go ahead and quick sim this one. Please get the win, lads. Please get the win. And we do. The 2-0 win. Verratti and Neymar both grabbing themselves a goal. We had 6 shots, 5 chances. And Metz didn't really seem to have many chances at all. Only 1 shot. 1 shot but 0 chances. I don't really understand that. But anyway, 41% of possession for them. And we go away with another 3 points. After our second game then of the episode, we are still first with 44 points, still 5 points now ahead of second place Rennes. Now moved himself up into 6th place, and Montpellier, who not too long ago was in the top 3, and now in 7th place on 34 points. So before we do go into January then, I do want to go ahead and put ZAHA on the transfer list. Now ideally I would like to try and swap him for either Leon Bailey or obviously Marco Asensio. Now we will go ahead and try that. But obviously, if both of them don't work, we're not adding to the transfer list. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Do we get a player chat from him? And let's just simulate a day. Do we get a player chat? And we do get a player chat from him. Hey, boss, I'm a bit surprised. You're looking to move me on, but I can't say I'm unhappy about it. And let's go ahead and just say I'm looking at options, and we're going to see what comes in for him. So I'm going to show you guys now then who we've got in the round of 16 in the Champions League. Now, obviously, last season in the Champions League, we unfortunately got knocked out in the semi-finals to Bayern Munich, which was very unfortunate. I really want to try and win it in the first season for us. But hopefully this next season, now that we're in, with the signings that we've made, we can go ahead and win the Champions League. So let's go ahead and show you guys now the round of 16. We are facing Chelsea in the round of 16. Now I'm happy to face them, funny enough, because I've not faced Chelsea in the Champions League yet in this FIFA. So I'm happy just to play a different team rather than the usuals I've played. So Chelsea, we're going to be facing Bayern against Inter. Liverpool taking on Lazio, Barcelona taking on Dortmund. I've also got Monaco taking on Juventus, Leipzig and Man City, Leicester City and Atletico Madrid, and then Napoli and Real Madrid. So we're only 5 days then into January, and you can see Bayern have already expressed an interest in signing ZAHA for a fee of 47.5 million euros for him. Let's take a look at how much we could possibly get, and 68.9 we could get for ZAHA. Now obviously we're not in a rush to, get any money. We do have lots of money, obviously being PSG. We don't actually need to sell ZAHA. We could have him on the reserves, but it's not a good thing to do. He's just going to get bad morale. His overall's going to go down. It's going to be pointless having him at the club, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and try and delegate this. And I'm going to go ahead and try and get the 69.8 for him. And if anything, let's not try and sell him for any less than 52.5. Like I say, we're not in a rush for the money. I just want to see how much we could possibly get for him. But also, while we're here then, let's decide on which player we want to sign in this January transfer window. So like I said, because Thuram there is going up by an overall now 82, and he can play striker as well, 6'4", but like I say, only 3-star skill moves and 2-star weak foot. He does seem very undeveloped for 24 years of age. Where you look at someone like Leon Bailey, already 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, 24. Like I said, the only downfall is he is preferred left foot, but he has got 4-star skill moves, so that isn't really a problem. High tech and work rate, which is nice, low defensive work rate, and he has got 4 traits to go along with that. And like I say, if you look at his sprint speed there, 95, 93 acceleration. When you take a look at Asensio, he's only got 80 sprint speed and 81 acceleration. So I think, out of my preference, I'm going to go ahead and try and sign Leon Bailey, 41.5 million euros. And the assistant manager reckons between 43 and 59 million euros for him. So let's go ahead and try and get Leon Bailey in the team. So we all sat down then with Antonio Conte, and let's try and go ahead and offer a player swap with ZAHA. Like I said, he has, Bayern Munich have just come in with an offer for him, so in the end, you know, if he doesn't like the player that we're offering him, it doesn't really matter. But you can see there, Leon Bailey is currently valued at 41.5, ZAHA currently valued at 42. Obviously, I know the age difference is quite a lot, 5 years difference. So let's go ahead and try and submit that offer and see what he says to that. If I was Conte, I would probably reject it, I've got to be honest, you know, because Leon Bailey could get a higher overall, and ZAHA is 29 now. So let's go ahead and see what he has to say about it. Okay, he doesn't want the player. Let's just say that, and he is interested in any players in return. He wants 54.8 million for him, plus a 10% sell-on clause. I don't see the reason in trying to accept any lower. Like I say, we've got that much transfer budget. We only need to bring in one more player this season, so let's go ahead and accept that and get into the contract talks. So here we are then at the final bit of the contract talks. You can see we managed to get him on a rotation squad role, which I'm happy with. He's probably accepted that only because he's an 82 overall, but I was a little bit worried he might have wanted either important, maybe crucial, but definitely important. But I'm glad we got him on rotation. A 4-year contract, no release clause. And you can see his contract there, 71,000 wage, signing on bonus and appearance bonus. Let's go ahead and accept that and get Leon Bailey in the side. So we've got a few bits of news here then. You can see the Uber Eats, obviously League One Uber Eats Player of the Month, December shortlist. Got Neymar in there along with Mbappe. Mbappe does manage to go ahead and pick up the award, which is nice. And also in the last episode, you guys might not have noticed, but Mbappe did go ahead and win the Ballon d'Or. I meant to show it at the start of today's episode, completely forgot. But if you're interested, go to the previous episode. At the very end, you'll be able to see the award. It did come up, and you did get the Player of the Year award. But here we go, the big news for today's episode. Leon Bailey does join the side for a confirmed fee of 54.8 million. And what a player he should be for us. Like I say, sprint speed is what, you know, catches an eye for me. Dribbling's nice, ball control's nice as well, and his balance. But like I say, ZAHA just didn't really hit the ground running for us, and I'm hoping Leon Bailey can. So here's another bit of news then. You can see the UEFA Team of the Year 2021 forward shortlist. You can see the players that are on it: Vinicius Jr., Neymar, Asensio and Sterling. Obviously Asensio we could have just gone ahead and bought possibly. But Neymar's on there, which is nice, but a little bit annoying that Mbappe isn't on there. You can see so far he's got 32 goals this season, and yet he's not even on the Team of the Year shortlist. But let's get into the next game then of today's episode. Another simmed game. Like I said, I think all the games in today's episode are going to be simmed. I was looking forward to possibly playing a game against Marseille in the league, but we've got so many games before it, so I don't think I'll be able to fit it in today's episode. But like I said, let's go ahead and sim this one. Actually, I'm going to swap ZAHA out. The deal hasn't fully gone through yet for ZAHA, so let's swap him out the side. Go ahead and quick sim. Should get the win with being at home, and we do. We get the 3-1 win. Verratti with a goal. 3 subs was made as well. Kira getting some game time at right back. Dembele and Mbappe, Mbappe grabbing 2 goals, sorry, and as well as Dembele grabbing himself a goal. But there we go, another 3 points in the league. So Bayern have come back then, are willing to pay 59.9 million euros for Wilfried ZAHA. Like I said, they couldn't just round it up to 60 million there, but let's go ahead and accept this offer. We are getting pretty much 80 million euros more than his value is, which is nice. And like I said, he just didn't really hit the ground running for us, and which is a shame really. You know, I brought him in the first season, January transfer window, pretty much a year from now, a year ago from now, and like I say, he just didn't really hit the ground running. So it's a shame to see him go, but he's going to Bayern Munich. We do wish him the best. Let's go ahead and accept that offer. So the Manager of the Year award then has been announced, and you can see Pep Guardiola is going to go ahead and pick up that award. But let's take a look at the Team of the Year then, and Mbappe has actually made this, but I don't know why, but maybe Mbappe and Benzema was already picked, and the shortlist was, I don't know, maybe for the bench, I don't actually know. But you can see there, Courtois in goal, Carvajal, Varane, Ramos, 3 Real Madrid defenders in there, 4 Real Madrid defenders in there, and the goalkeeper. And you go into the midfield, Casemiro, Toni Kroos, who plays for Dortmund now, De Bruyne and Modric. And you can see the forwards there being Mbappe and Benzema. But you can see pretty much Real Madrid dominating the UEFA Team of the Year 2021. So we do have next then the round of 32 in the French Cup. Now in last season we only managed to get to the quarterfinals. Monaco knocking us out in extra time, only with 1 goal to knock us out. But you can see the team we are facing is in League 2. So I'm going to go ahead and sim this game. Now I was going to play it, but I thought you guys are not going to really be interested in me playing against a team in League 2 with some of the best players in the game, let's be honest. So I'm going to go ahead and sim this game and have it as the final game for today's episode. I don't know how long today's episode is going to be, but I don't think it's going to be too long, let's be honest. So Moise Kean does want to play this game, so let's go ahead and get him into the side. We should be able to get him in, let's be honest. So Mbappe is going to get subbed off. Moise Kean's going to come in. David Neres can come into the side. Dele Alli can come into the side as well. Okay, anyone else, really? Obviously, we'll get Leon Bailey onto the bench as well. I don't really want Leon Bailey to play because I want to give him his debut. But if he gets subbed on, he gets subbed on. David Alaba can come into the side as well. Let's have a look. Left back position. Okay, he's 29. Not really looking to get him any game time. Kieran can get some game time though. Right back. But there we go. I think, you know, that's pretty much good. Let's go into this last game here. Let's quick sim it. We are at home as well. We should be able to win this one. Come on, guys. Against 3 at the back as well. Like I say, if need be, bring Mbappe on. But we do. We go ahead and get the 2-1 win. A little bit closer than I liked. They only had the 1 shot on goal. Grabbed themselves a goal. We had 8 shots. Only be able to get in 2 goals. But Dembele scored once again. And also Mbappe scored, who did get subbed on for Moise Kean. But we go ahead and advance through into the next round. So an interesting signing here then. Before we do end off today's episode, Man United are gone ahead and sign a mobile. And let's see, does it say the fee? 90 million. They've gone ahead and signed him for on a 3-year contract and a wage of €220,000 a week. An interesting signing there, but I think Man United could do with a new striker up front. And like I say, a mobile did obviously just play for Lazio, and some of his goals helped them defeat us that once when we was at home when they got the 2-1 win. And not a bad signing there for United. You can see Milan do sign Munir for 33.5 million euros from Sevilla. So here is how the league table then is going to finish off for today's episode. We're still in first place on 47 points, 5 points ahead of second place. You can see Monaco now in third place as well. Lille in fourth place. Rennes finding themselves in fifth place, starting to push themselves back up this table now, but we are 10 points ahead of them. So just one last thing then before we do end off today's episode. Here is some of the transfers that have happened in January and obviously the summer as well. And as you can see, no one has beat the transfer from Brighton. They bought Icardi from us for €101.5 million. Still very surprised at that. And we are going to take a look, maybe in the next episode, at how Brighton are getting on with having Icardi up front for them. And obviously we've just seen that transfer as well. Toni Kroos moving in the summer to Dortmund. Diaby, another great player, Barcelona signing for 77.5. Fabian obviously coming to us. Raul Jimenez going to Everton. An interesting transfer there as well. Obviously Zaha making the move. Hernandez going to Hertha Berlin. Dele Alli going to us obviously as well. Pepe going to Leverkusen. And obviously Leverkusen have just sold, well, I don't know when they sold Leon Bailey, but they sold Leon Bailey and Diaby, so they had to bring in another winger. And they've done that in Nicolas Pepe. Obviously Neres coming to us as well. Isaac going to Inter Milan. And Conte going to Hertha Berlin. A little bit of a surprise transfer there. Got to be honest, didn't expect to go to Hertha Berlin. But to finish off, Insigne going to Bayern Munich for €52 million. But there we go then, guys. That's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I say, a little bit of a different episode today. No games played. But like I said, we've got some big games coming up in the next episode. We've got the likes of Marseille, Monaco, and also Chelsea in the first leg of the Champions League round of 16. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please go down below, leave a like on the video, hit the subscribe button if you are new. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.